welcome, I'm Katie, this is Sarah, and we are excited because today is day 1 of London Comic Con.
Yay!
Are you excited?
I'm excited, yes, I'm always excited.
Yeah. We do have some things that we might make our way to. No, it's okay, it's early, we're tired. There's like a couple of panels and stuff that I've like put, they had the app and you could put like in the app what you want to go and see and stuff like that. So we might make our way to that, but today for me, my day is like autograph day, so there's like certain people that I want to get autographs from, so I'm like, just use your Friday, just get some autographs. So, but I don't know what Sarah will be doing.
Who knows?
Who knows? You might see them like vlogging mostly for today instead of me, because I'll just hand the camera to Sarah and I'll be like, just you go and do stuff, but like maybe like film a bit while you're doing it. So it depends where I'm in like the lines and stuff like that and how long they take. But we do have a couple of, there's a panel that we've got tickets for, so we'll probably go and see that. It's the Heroes of Baldur's Gate 3, so we'll make our way to that at like 1:15. But yeah, I am excited. We are here for the 3 days, so the Friday, Saturday, Sunday, so we'll hopefully be vlogging all 3 days. But yeah, I'm excited.
Yeah.
The next time you probably see us will be like inside or doing something. Bye! How are you, Sarah?
Dandy, yeah, I'm fine, just having a smoky bacon sarnie.
Oh yeah, just relaxing.
Yeah.
How are you finding con so far?
Fine, I've just been standing in line all day at Con just now without getting anything to no avail. So.
Oh yeah, that's right, yeah.
So,
yeah.
It's fine, it's cool. Because I waited with you for Nolan North, but we were like talked at together.
Yeah.
It's like a universal experience, and Emily's away doing press and stuff.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, that's fine.
How are you? Because I know you've had a lot of activity.
I have. I met Nolan North, and then I met 3 of the Avatar The Last Airbender cast. I met Todd, Ang and Suki, so that's great. But that's my autographs done for today. I don't think I'll be doing any more, so it gives me time to just sit and like do stuff in like a couple other rooms. Sarah's going back at like 2 to get Emily.
And a couple others.
Excuse me, and a couple of others. So yeah, we're just enjoying some lunch while we can. Hi. So we're in line because Sarah wants to wait for Emily goes, but I just forgot to say something when we filmed last time. But I would just like to thank Beyonce to allow us to be able to meet all of the people that we're meeting today and allow us to come to MCM Comic Con. Thank you, Beyonce. It's been a dream.
Your uncharted guests! Grab a seat. Who's got the short straw? Come on, Richard, you can sit next to me if you want. Yeah, this is me. I'm starting to think I smell that ran away. Everyone wave to the camera. It's here, she's holding it up. Too late, you missed your chance. Maybe next time, come back next year.
Oh, is this for my one shot? Hi.
Nolan, you look great.
I do look great.
You look dapper.
Feel great.
Yes.
I have to pee.
Of course. All the time.
So Sony made some money off this.
Yeah, how much did you get?
Not as much as Sony. In fact, I think a charter, the first one, I paid them. So subtract the 6, not as much.
About 50 quid.
Man.
But you know what? We get to come here and Sony just somewhere enjoying their money.
Yeah.
So.
Buy lots of autographs and photographs, Nolan needs it.
Yes. Or don't.
So, which leads to my first question. Obviously, so many years ago, the first game came out. Did you ever think you'd have 4 games, spin-offs, that amount of copies sold, and then ending up here with us 17 years later?
No.
Okay, next question.
No, I was saying today at the table again, and pardon me if some of you have heard it, but some of you may have not, but I was straight out of acting school and going to an audition to learn how to audition, essentially, when I got this job. So I don't think at any point I thought it would be great if I got to have a real job.
The audition part, Richard has my favorite story because we had a similar experience, but tell about that audition at that, was it?
I went to,
Burbank.
it was in Burbank. It was in some studio that was in a building that they had built to look like a castle. And I went in, and Gordon Hunt was the director. And I'd worked with him before, and he said, "Come on in, Richard." And we went into a studio. And he said, "You're going to start here, and then you move over to, whoa, 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 whoa. This is a game, right? All the games that I'd done before, you went into a booth by yourself and did the lines." And he said, "Yeah, motion capture." Motion what? Motion capture. I haven't a clue what you're talking about.
How did you, I know you didn't know about it first, how did you feel once you first started doing it?
It was great, because it was like being on stage, or on the movie set, or TV set. Actually, most like being on stage, because it was, wow, my ear just popped from my flight. So I can hear again. The imagination, you had to be just like a kid again. You had to imagine everything you were doing. You had to imagine what you were wearing, what they were wearing, where we were, what have these artifacts that Nate would discover. And he'd hand it to me, and one of them was this incredibly ornate gold dial thing that you push something and all this stuff went on. What we had was a roll of gaffer tape. So he would come to me with a roll of gaffer tape and say, "Look at this." I go, "Oh my God, how did they make this? These are primitive culture. We couldn't do that today." Gaffer tape. But that was the great thing about it, was you got to use your imagination so much that more than anything else I've ever done. Yeah.
And there's also cameras, you know, you're in what's called a volume, so cameras are all around you, so different from film and TV.
I do remember just fun, there were so many fun things that you learned together, you know, because it was so new to all of us. But anytime you see Nate take out a map, it was a felt cloth, because you couldn't have the noise. If you ever see Nate, all right, I think that's the end of them, and he puts the shotgun back, there would be a guy with a sandwich just waiting to grab it, because there was no pouch. Gun's like, "Let's go, do this," and it would just drop. So it was just, but it wasn't, just you tap into your imagination.
What was that like when you saw fans were just like, "Wow, this game is something"?
I remember running to Best Buy in Santa Monica and getting the box, because they weren't given to me, we had to go and buy them. But getting the PlayStation with the game and everything on it, and like standing there at the register, and you just want to be like, "I'm in this game."
Do you know who I am?
Like no, but you're buying it. Because the Japanese believe you should buy your own product.
It was also a bit of a delay, because from what I was told, we had to actually wait till Uncharted 2 became the hit it was, because more people bought Drake's Fortune, the first game, after they had played Uncharted 2. So we did the first one, and I remember, "Oh, we're going to do a second game." We're like, "Oh, great." And the second game won, at the time, every game award that was made.
Honestly, I have a couple. I said this earlier, one of my favorite moments, scene-wise, is the end of Uncharted 2, I believe, when we're talking about, on the scale of 1 to 10, how afraid are you that I was going to die? You chose clowns over my death. I kept your tears in a jar, or a bottle, either one.
Made it all up, the two of us.
Yeah, all of that was improv between us, and the fact that we were allowed to keep it was incredible, and I just felt so honored that, you know, sometimes you go to set and they're like, "Yeah, just do one for fun or try it," and they're like, "That's great, we got it out of our system, we're not going to use that," you know. But this actually turned into the end of the movie, or end of the game, and was so, I mean, it was so much a piece of these two characters.
His line on the page was something like, "Oh, God, it's hot." And he didn't decide not to say that, so you said?
I said, "God damn, sweating like a whore in church."
In which I said, you brought a hooker to church?
Amy said, "Can't say whore."
Oh, that's right.
Hooker. Okay, we can use hooker. And so I said, God damn it, it's hot. I'm sweating like a hooker in church.
And that was it. And then I decided, you know, not to, you brought a hooker to church?
Sure, why not?
Yeah, and then I loved it. He was like, why not? And then it was just, it ended, and if you watch that scene again, they let it sit. They let that was great. Naughty Dog, they just let they let the joke sit long enough where Nate just goes, come on.
And that DLC will be available, no.
Uncharted 5, hookers in church.
What about your favourite lines?
Oh, very quickly. I think there's one today that I was reminded of, which was I'm not stubborn, I'm just reckless. That's good. And then also, clowns over my death. That one.
My favorite line is not one of mine. It's hers. Uncharted 2, she meets Chloe, and she says, Elena Fisher, last year's model. That was my favorite line. Naughty Dog is just, it's Last of Us, Last of Us, Last of Us. That's what they want to do. Or go to a new IP. The creator was Amy Hennig, and she's now at Skydance Media. I know, brilliant, yeah. She's at Skydance Media, did great Captain America, Black Panther game. So, you know, trying to put all those pieces together, I've heard people say Sony might want to do an Uncharted 5 but with a different developer. So you're like, okay, so there's no Naughty Dog, there's no Amy Hennig. I don't know how you do that and make it live up to what has already been created. And believe me, all three of us would love to do it.
I've just seen it. Phoenix, when we have like XL t-shirts available, it's a real shame. We don't have any t-shirts for your size and stuff. I appreciate that. Oh, it's a side count. It's a side count. It's just. Oh, it's scoring again. It's fine. This could be one of our top. Next to you is he's getting a lot warmer. Oh yeah, dare I say sweaty. Yeah, the moisture is real. It's very sweaty. Come on. You got this, Elliot. I'm here for you. I believe you. Go again. Don't give up. Oh, it's mind games now. It's mind games. Elliot, we've done a backflip. That's not really helpful. Elliot, go on. Yes, Elliot.
Are you making progress?
Barnstorming victory there.
I think you have. You just need to like find the other bit.
Great teammates, and that was crushing. That was savage. That was savage. In the right place. But congratulations, you have won yourself the first ball.
Someone's watching you.
I just got a balloon that like made me thingy. Yeah, I've got 2 hearts. 2 hearts.
There you are.
How glamorous I must have looked.
Coming back from the bin. How are you?
I'm fine, yeah. Full up from... I'm speaking. Full up from food.
The idols.
Performance or something.
I don't know, you can't really see it, my camera's doing it justice, but there's idols performing. Yeah, how did you feel today, Wayne?
Yeah, fine. Spent most of it waiting in line, but that's not new.
We did manage to have a look around and do some other stuff though.
Yeah.
We're just waiting just now because we've got these wristbands. So for today, what did that mean, Sarah?
That means we get to stay after hours and hang about in the EGX bit for a little bit, so we're going to watch the Tekken 8 tournament.
Nice, I'm excited.
Yes, I'm tired, but I'm excited.
Yeah, we won't stay for too long if you're tired. We can like go and wander or whatever, but yeah.
I'm never sure my angles, but I think day one has been a success. I know we didn't film much, so we might just put these all into the one video maybe. It depends. But we went to see the Uncharted panel earlier and that was really good. We did miss the Baldur's Gate panel because we were waiting in line for other people for autographs and stuff like that, so we didn't see that. But yeah, day one, nearly done. We'll maybe film some stuff of like the Tekken tournament or whatever. But we'll see you then.
frustrated before. Yeah, loads of fuzzy ducks for PvP. Whoa! Did he react to that? No, no way. Whoa, that was sick. That was crazy. Alright, the lows. Yeah, he's finishing the string now. Up 4-3. Okay, he engaged her. Yeah, up 4-3 is such a strong move from the crouch mix as well. It's a launcher here. Yeah. Oh, talk about launches in the heat though. Forward 2 string. Pinpoint damage range with the heat available right now. 1-1-1. Oh my god! Akuma in the house, bro. Temporary launcher there into Ranger. He's gonna take that DP. Risking it all there at the end. Clutch, man. Clutch this. I know Kira wanted to finish that. You know, it's a hard one, man. Because you always say the finish your dream, man. Get the round done early. Yeah, you tried to, and you got hit with the counter. Yeah.
It makes a more interesting, more accepting when you're playing a D&D game, you want to play a game that everyone at the table will enjoy as close as possible times as you can possibly get. And you can really only do that if you're talking to everyone together. What really surprised me was this representation. I've been told a lot, and particularly Carlac, just the fact she can't touch it, she wants to, but like within the game. And I always thought, like, the way we recorded, you would, okay, so you're in a romance scene with high, you have high approval, so that's its own set of time. There's one where you hate them, but they're trying to come on to you, that's set of time. And then the player can say, do you know what, I just want to hold hands. And Carlac will go, oh, okay. Which maybe in real life wouldn't happen very often. There was a total acceptance for that character. And I always think that was like, it just felt as though the actor making, that's a backing off, that's a safety switch. We kicked out the mainstream circles, which really just very good. Not being supported by the directors and the devs, many characters literally appeal to all genders and sexuality. Oh look, we were right, we're desirable after all. But, you know, that's really good. It's just really nourishing for my soul to be so close to myself. It's very much myself. Circumstances, you guys go. But like, what if is this person with these life experiences?
Upon leaving, I thought, I might need another little job as backup, because we all know how precarious acting can be. And I went and did a sound engineering course in a studio in Camden, and I was basically making tea.
Is it a good tea?
I make a really good cup of tea, yeah. And while I was there, my boss had said to a few clients, you know, if you ever need a voiceover, I'll take her. She went to drama school. She's pretty good.
How did you bring her to life, basically?
Well, obviously I'd seen Shelley Blonde in the role, and I kind of knew what they wanted, but I got to add a bit of my own little spice as well, because I got to play Lara when she was 17, so I played young Lara, so that was really interesting. Have you got it up there? Oh, the last revelation.
How did you...
guess! Oh, I should have brought my specs. Yeah, and you know, so I got to play two parts of her character, which was fun to do. And I don't know, I think, when I was at Derby, they were talking about how, not Shelley, Judith was going to play young Lara, wasn't she, or something, but she couldn't get the young voice or something, so it got handed to me.
Challenges of portraying her on different stages of her life.
Well, this is the one where you find out that she's not dead, right?
No, you don't know. You're missing presumed dead.
Okay.
That was my next question.
No, but it leads up to that, don't you? And you kind of find out what happens after.
All we know is that he found her backpack, that's it.
Well, obviously, I've left young Lara behind, so, you know, I'm in full Lara mode. I mean, I don't know, I just took, you know, the direction from the producer, you know, as and when I was there. I mean, they booked me for a couple of hours, you know, just gave me the brief there and then. I mean, that's how we work, isn't it? It's off the cuff.
Except on Angel Darkness, it was different.
I did go down a darker avenue there, yeah. No, I didn't. No, they never told me anything. It was kept a big secret. I mean, I never thought I'd play Lara again 3 times. You know, I'd do a game and that was it, finished, end of job. I never ever thought...
I heard there was actually a big push to keep her on.
What? Did you?
Yeah.
Oh. Wow.
There's supposed to be 3 Angel of Darkness games, actually.
Was there?
Yeah, but unfortunately the studio shut down.
Oh. You know more than me.
Yeah. I know lots of things. My grandpa was in KGB, I know everything.
I need to get you drunk, Ash. Get these secrets out of you.
I'm gonna do them with sober, trust me.
Okay.
That's why I'm blacklisted from so many things.
Yeah. But you know, it was also, from the start, it was just, we knew what it had to be, and I think there was a lot of, there was a good chemistry between the two of us.
Definitely, yeah.
You both look like you're literally like, we're friends for like 30 years. Every time I meet you, like, we come to each other.
We did pick up where we left off though,
yeah,
don't
we did. We hadn't seen each other in ages, but it was like, oh yeah, you can see with Murty, we had a laugh.
Yeah.
I think, you know, Murty's a very funny guy. And also, he loved the work that we were doing. And we loved the work that we were doing.
I did not think this through.
You didn't wear that in tech, did you?
My very first roll, by the way, warm up the die, was a 20.
Yeah. If you're the dungeon master, that means that spells bad things for us.
Or, knowing my horrible luck, it means I will roll lower than that for the whole rest of the game.
Right, bar the door, Carl, let's have some fun.
Did I hear that you need fun? One of the zombies says.
Why is the abomination speaking? Starring?
Excuse me? The abomination. Waiter! Hello. Me and my work colleagues would like some fun indeed, yes. What's on offer? What is the menu du jour?
I find myself in an unusual role. In my life, I was an actor.
Oh, God.
What? I have for untold years been really a waiter.
I mean, you know, they can understand whichever
He's
language.
making drinks. I
know, he's making drinks. So
I say we just kill it and move on.
I just think that maybe we should do a little bit of investigation about why he can talk.
Okay.
Oh, God. Alright, so zombies are kind of brainless, you know, they're sort of all the kind of
He's
stuff.
making us drinks.
I know he's making us drinks, that's the point. He shouldn't be able to
Don't look a gift horse in the mouth. Have you heard that expression?
Fine, right, we'll take 4.
Thank you.
No, I do think you're onto something, Astarion. I will have a chat with him whilst he's making our cocktails and see why he can speak so well. So...
Fussy lot, aren't you?
I know it's bad for me. Moment on the lips, lifetime on the hips, darling. I'm so tempted. But more than that, there's something very strange going on here. I'm not entirely sure what this area is. Maybe not safe, but it's definitely weird.
So what do you want to do?
Well, I was sort of hoping you would... Yes,
It's a lock-in. It's a lock-in, there's no witnesses. They're already dead.
Should we have a little snoop about to see if there's anything else a bit weird about this?
Sure. We should have stuck to the ambrosia, to be honest. It was very nice. Very Moorish.
I do believe it's probably Blackhead in disguise. I think it's a pretty safe bet.
Very strong cocktails.
Very strong.
Yeah.
Can we have a little snoop? Just see if there's anything weird in that place that we might, maybe like magical or other things.
What are we looking for?
I don't know, that's the whole point of snoop.
It's not helping me.
Just go with it, darling.
Fine.
As you cast your gaze around, Karlak, you mentioned the ambrosia. And in that moment, I would like you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Yes! You know, oh, it's a 5, but I get a +5. It's not enough.
There is a flavor that causes you to flinch. And if the other 3 were not so captivated by either their current drinking or the afterglow of their drinking, they would have seen you flinch, but they don't. The taste that you just detected is the taste of a vampire's blood.
Just sees nothing. Just sees nothing.
Okay, that's not good. That's not good at all. I don't know what to do. This is very interesting. Okay, can I make an insight check, I guess, to see, are they enthralled, or maybe something like that? Are they themselves still, or are they, because obviously alcohol makes them lose control, but are they losing control in the fun way, or in a kind of, we're going to die kind of way?
Please make an insight check, and as you do that, Will and Lae'zel, I would like the 2 of you to make Constitution saving throws.
I don't know what that is, but I will roll. 8.
That's your bonus.
Which bonus? Where is that then?
So,
plus. I've got a 10. Oh, well.
So you're attempting to nonchalantly...
Yes, parkour.
Then please make a dexterity acrobatics check.
Okay. Well, you laugh now, darling, but wait till you see my bones. That is an 18.
It's quite the bonus, darling.
Parkour, parkour! Excuse me, parkour! So how far do I get?
You manage to slip by them, scoop up one of the carafes of water, dance away from them, and are now standing at the foot of the stairs that lead upstairs. It all happened so fast and so gracefully that the three of you think he just performed ballet.
Bravo, bravo.
One thing, you didn't get a drink, you got the water.
Silly
You
me.
grabbed the wrong drink. Would you like a glass of the cocktails? It looks like it's amazing.
You know what? I've got the most pulsing widow. I think I'm just going to have some water. Would you like some water?
I'm never going to drink water again.
The two of you over by the bar, you hear something suddenly. Thump, thump. It's an irregular, but it's a heartbeat that you now suddenly hear coming from the zombie bartender.
Hello, tap holding. Do you hear that?
I do hear that, Karlak.
You got your blade?
I do have my blade.
You know we get paid.
Join in if you want. Teetotaler.
There's nothing wrong with looking after one's body.
It's the first time you've ever said that.
I know. The deep irony of this entire situation is absolutely not lost on me, darling.
I need the two of you to make Constitution saving throws.
Oh, God. A 13.
I got 13 as well.
Unlucky 13.
You both find yourself unable to resist the urge to walk over and bite the zombie. And beakers and other alchemical apparatuses. The two of you, after being splashed by what appears to have been holy water, were snapped out of your sudden uncontrollable urge to dine on the zombie bartender. It's now entirely up to you what you do. Lizelle, you now, looking over there, you're picking up the slight heartbeat of the zombie. So now I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
I'd love to. It's an 18 from me.
You are able to resist this very irregular sounding siren song, but you are welcome to do as you choose.
I love a good heartbeat. I will make my way over to the zombie bartender and perhaps just put an ear on his chest just to see whether that is where the heartbeat is coming from, for it is mighty strange that it would be coming from a zombie. But then I see his neck, and I have learned many a good thing from my friend Astari. And I slowly open my mouth to take...
But have we ever seen a starring like this before? Like, he was really rattled. Something is very bad when we see him like this. Maybe we need to talk to him. Should we go after him?
Blackhead?
Yes.
Is she here?
That are all gathered beneath this alchemical counter, where there aren't just beakers and flasks and vials and strange glowing liquids. There is also, planted right in the middle of the counter, a severed humanoid head. Hello. And a head that visibly has vampire fangs, and coming out of either side of the head there are tubes going into beakers, and you can see little drop into these vials.
Right. A clue. Does it look like the vampire see me? Or is it like popping? Does it look like it's like just like, you know, this? Or is it like staring at me?
Its eyes are closed.
Okay.
He appears to have been dashingly handsome. Long bangs that go over one of his eyes.
Oh God.
A very perfectly placed scar over the other eye.
Somebody's been using character creation rather well, haven't they? Okay. I know that not every vampire knows every vampire. However, it is a relatively small community.
Word gets around.
Word gets around.
Yeah.
Is it theoretically possible that I may know this person or not? Or highly likely?
Given how long your life has been,
yeah,
please make a history check.
That is an 18.
You will get to do that in a moment. Karlak, Will, and Lizelle, you arrive at the door into this horrific alchemical chamber, seeing what Asarian saw, but you do not see him as you walk in and look straight into the room.
Walk into the room.
And
take it in.
Just as he saw, you see this counter covered with various alchemical devices, with this vampire's head, and a pile of what you know now with your enhanced senses. While they might look like rats, those are not rats. And because you loudly marched into the room, they notice you. And as they notice you, they begin piling on top of each other and rise up to be taller than any of you, shaped almost humanoid-like, made up of these strange rat-shaped entrails, and I need you to roll initiative. You hear hundreds of squishy-sounding squeaks coming from this hulk.
Just wanted a day off. Right, I'm gonna rage.
What's the upgraded Samantha Bayard range?
What's the upgrade?
Yeah, how you do?
What do you mean? Oh, right, well, the was back to the full fire, but extra glow. Like, ready, Brett, you're too young. Like, almost radioactive. Karlak. Two people got that, thank you. Very kind. Yeah, let's do that.
All right.
I'm just going to tuck him in the great axe, come on. Let's go.
All right, and as you charge forward with your great axe, this thing, you can see inside it as these rat-like pieces move around, there appears to actually be part of a tree.
I'm gonna sort of like just shimmy my, I've got spider climb, sorry. So I'm gonna sort of like clamber my way backwards, like my back's to the wall, sort of like gently, oh, no, wait, time out. The scroll. Do I want to see there's a trap in the scroll?
Oh yeah, you can check.
I was gonna check the trap, is that okay? Can I do it in combat?
Go ahead and you absolutely can search in combat, and so you take the search action rather than using it to attack.
Yeah.
And please give me an investigation check.
Yeah. That is a 13.
As you look, you see there doesn't appear to be any kind of pressure plate, but there is a very poorly concealed arcane sigil.
Roll off. It's a walk-off! It's a walk-off!
Are we okay with the DM if we get them to walk and whoever has the most grizz we can walk?
Come on.
Would that be allowed?
It is not only allowable, but now that you've suggested, I demand it.
Non-licensed music? Come on, let's see what this PhD in Rhizonomics is all about. Well.
Serving sass. Is the category sass?
What?
Oh,
The cameras are coming out.
The category is sass.
Sass. No, we don't. So we're going to clap at it, right? Ready? Yeah. We're such innocent people.
Eldritch Blast.
That's a 17.
17.
That absolutely hits. Six more goes crackling at it, but I believe you have more blasts coming in Eldritch Blast. Let's see, what level are you?
We're on 7, aren't we?
7?
Yeah. So we got agonizing blast.
Since I am still a little, you know, under the influence of whatever this is, I'd like to try and bite the creature. With my new fact.
Why not?
Yeah, that's like something.
You can try, dude.
What shall I roll?
So this would be an unarmed strike, and it's just rather than using your fists or your feet as you normally would, you're using your new fangs.
Great.
And so go ahead and make just a regular attack roll, and so because this is melee, it'll be your d20 plus your proficiency bonus and your strength modifier.
Oh, good lord. Right, help me.
Plus 4. What? Strength is 6. It was 5.
Oh, 17.
Should be in the middle.
Well, you've already hit 20, so you hit.
Yeah. Great. Or should I say bite?
Yes. All right. Please roll a d6 for me and add your strength modifier.
Square ones. Because it's got 6 sides.
No, you laugh, but like when you first get to, you forget the normal ones that we're used to. Us normies.
There's so many of them. Okay. It's a 3.
And did I hear you say your strength modifier is 4? 3. So you deal 6 piercing damage. And I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
I know what that is now. Is that a 9? And then I add my 2. Don't worry about it, that's an 11.
I'm afraid that wasn't good enough.
Can I have another go?
Have you got inspiration? No.
You take 3 necrotic damage.
It's fine, I got loads.
From nibbling on this horror. And speaking of it, it's now its turn. And
good luck, everybody. Well done, well done, good done.
As you stand there now, with it looming over you, Karlach and Lizelle, on either side of it, large arms form out of these squirming entrail rats.
It's a 13 plus 5, so 18.
You managed.
Did I do it?
What are you attacking with?
Just, you know, me. What? What? Say it again. What? Oh no! I'm trying to do it! I'm trying! Did anyone hear me?
They want you to bite it.
Go on, Carla. You'll enjoy it. I'm more of a hugger. Okay, sure, why not? It's not, you know what? Unarmed strike's not even on this, so you're gonna have to walk me through. What do I roll for an unarmed?
Go ahead and make a regular melee attack roll, so the 20-sided die plus your strength modifier and your proficiency bonus.
13. No.
It's not a hit, I'm afraid.
Are you like inside going? So I've thought I'm literally standing upside down watching all this. I'm just gonna, I'm not in any danger right now. I think they're doing it. So I'm just gonna unfurl the scroll and have a little look-see. That's what this thing is.
This scroll, in its first part, as you're quickly scanning it, walks through the process of distilling vampire blood, mixing it with several other alchemical ingredients to turn the imbiber into a vampire for an indeterminate amount of time. And then at the bottom part, there is also a procedure for creating an antidote.
Yes, I was about to ask you that. Do I have enough time to also check that out as well?
A part of its body where it's weaker, so I would like to go in and rapier that weak part of the creature.
So the most exposed part at the moment is midway down on the creature where Karlach's foot is sticking out. And because her foot is sticking out, you can actually see deeper into the creature down there, and you can see that unlike above, there is this spongy mushroom-like mass there. Similar actually to what you've seen with myconids, like the mushroom people. And as you look at it and see that it's vaguely where the legs are, you suddenly wonder if under this nightmare there might be one of those mushrooms.
Okay. Can I do a perception check?
That you gleaned all of that simply using your passive perception.
Okay.
Would you like to go in with your rapier?
I would like to go with my rapier. Okay, so.
Plus.
25.
Oh my goodness. How much damage do you do?
Nine.
Outstanding. Not only do you deal a substantial amount of damage with this thrust.
And I don't know what's happened to him, and it would be of great personal joy to me if we could find out why he's ended up in this jar.
Ooh, speak for the dead, speak for the dead.
He's not dead, he's just in a jar.
Can he not?
Speak for that, speak for that.
Can he not communicate at all?
You know, actually, I hadn't thought of that. Why don't you see if we can snap him out of it? Should we want to... Oh, he's going to bang on his glass like...
Yeah.
Hello in there.
Tom.
glassy and unfocused.
Alright, let's stick him in a sack, take him back, let's get this antidote sorted.
Sure. So we're gonna stick the head in we're gonna take the jar and put it into a sack.
Just pull it down. Won't need that.
I'm gonna do that to you.
Yeah, I'm just destroying these tubes coming out.
Yeah, we're just gonna pull the stuff apart and put the head in the bag.
Because this is getting embarrassing now, and Harper's turn up.
Yeah. So then,
come on, guys.
Will, darling, you help me find the reagents that we need to find. We need to find holy water and stuff like I threw on you downstairs. Drops of blood, which I presume are just everywhere. And then the reagents we need to look around.
Is it any vampire blood, sorry, or does it have to be the vampire that bit, that did it to Vincent? Or can it be any vampire blood that we need for the antidote? A star.
Easy, Maisel.
Just a harmless question.
Astarion, you're the one who read the scroll.
Does anybody know anything about humans?
Never met one.
Right.
Never met one.
So they seem to have those funny festivals like this.
Oh, hang on, Will, you've met humans.
Oh, yes! Come on, that's right, yes, it's fine.
Yeah. Try not to mention it.
That's right, yes. When you were human, I mean, I'm saying that correctly, human, pumpkins, I seem to know there's a pumpkin
this thing called Halloween.
All Hallows Sleeve.
Yes.
Yeah, with pumpkins.
This sounds the same, but it's...
Carve them and...
Exactly.
As a warning.
And then, what else did you...
Then you throw the inner bits away, because they're disgusting.
This sounds delightfully gory. It sounds like a festival we'd like to celebrate on Crush Collier. Tell me more, Will.
Good, so we're close to the end. So, okay.
It's a proficiency.
The professor of Rizology will take
PhD over here, guys.
And would anyone like to assist Will?
Yes, I'd like to do this.
And so, Will, you nimbly mix each of the reagents, the little bit of Vincent's blood, a splash of holy water. You not only do the right amounts, but you do it in the correct sequence, pausing for the right, split seconds, because often with magical alchemy, it's not just how much you mix, but how you mix it. And you do it so well that the rest of you watching him work, there is actually kind of a flow to how Will is moving from one reagent to another. And some of your warlock magic even begins to glow over your hands as you do this work. And it suddenly flashes with a golden light as the antidote successfully comes together.
So, I'm going to drink some of this. I'm going to test it first. What do I do just?
It's
that technique?
It's like a on three. 1, 2, 3.
As the sun begins to come up, this memory begins to fade, but in its final moment, you all, remembering yourselves as if you were Vincent, hear yourselves saying to Astarion, "Don't worry, darling. I'll be back soon to see you. Until then," and you all feel yourself kissing Astarion on the cheek.
happy to be here and see so many people's faces. Look at you. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous.
So we have a lot of fans here who know your portfolio of work, and I would like to start by talking about your newest project, which was Sweet Pea.
You guys need therapy. Yeah, Rhiannon.
She is a complex character.
What a complex character. I love that you love her. Honestly, I do too, but we're not supposed to, and I think that's what makes it so fun, isn't it? You kind of love to hate her and hate to love her kind of thing.
Yeah. Well, can you maybe talk about how you approach that character? Because you're absolutely correct in that, like, the actions are bad, yes, but there is an emotion that can be connected with, correct?
Yeah, there is. I mean, that's kind of the thing that drew me to the project in the first place, was being able to, you know, I obviously love morally complex characters by now, but was the kind of creating someone that was so complex, or someone who, you know, even though she is a serial killer and does bad things and we shouldn't root for her, I've always wanted to produce and direct and write, and you know, always kept coming up with excuses as to why I wasn't going to do it. And then finally, the last couple of years I did. I went to film school and I directed a couple shorts and I've written some things, and I produced shorts, and I knew I wanted to do it on a larger scale, but I wanted to do it properly. I wanted to do it for a project that I really felt like I could contribute well. You know, I didn't just want like a vanity credit, like I really wanted to connect with that project and connect with that character. So I was really kind of just waiting for the right thing. And then when I met Patrick, he mentioned they were looking for an actor to play Rhiannon, who might also be interested in taking on a producerial role. TV is like, you get the script the day before and you just do what you're told, and you don't always get the luxury of tons of prep time. And that's kind of why I love it as well, to be fair. Like, I quite like the spontaneous nature of it, and it's obviously, I'm clearly addicted to like chaos or some sort of like mania, because it's so incredibly adrenalizing, if that's a word. So I think it depends. I think it does depend. You know, Yellow Jackets, for example, we had no prep time at all, and I really learned a lot on that job about trusting the writers and just kind of changing the character in ways that are outside of your comfort zone of predictability. Predominantly looking at my performance, because of course I am, because we're humans. And so I wasn't really able to be as objective as I could. I had no issue watching it, I wasn't, what was it? I wasn't thinking of the project as a whole and the series as a whole. I was mostly like, I didn't believe that line, I didn't believe that moment, or like, I picked that up weird. You know what I mean? Like, I was just too self-conscious to do it. But it was an experience, especially, you know, I'm directing more now and seeing how like real professional editors do it, and not just like me on my laptop on like iMovie. I'm interested to see how that's going to go. Who's going to kill each other first is my main question. I don't know, you know, it was, and I'm not going to spoil the ending of Fallout Season 1 for anyone that hasn't seen it, but the way it ends, you're right, is, it's a big cliffhanger, and Lucy's heart is just broken. And I think that she could go any which way. I really don't know what could happen. She could turn into a serial killer like Rhiannon. She could pick herself up and be okay. You know, I have no idea. And that's the wonderful thing about TV, is this character is not just mine. This character belongs to so many people.
Can you share a moment or scene that you found particularly challenging or exciting to film, and why it stood out to you?
From Fallout, right? Yes. What is that? Oh, you know, I can't remember what episode it is. It's either 3 or 4. When the ghoul is using Lucy as bait. I don't really want to spoil it, but this isn't really a major spoiler. He's sort of dunking her into the water, and she's tied up and she can't move, and to use her as bait for this creature that lives in the water. I'm trying so hard not to ruin anything. But that was all me. I did that. It was crazy. I nearly drowned. But it was so fun. And I remember it was like 101 degree Fahrenheit. I don't know what that is in Celsius, but hot. and Walton, you know, he's in like he plays the ball and he's like head to toe prosthetics, and he's wearing a shirt, a waistcoat, a jacket, a scarf, a hat. Actually, he wasn't wearing a scarf, I just made that up. He's wearing lots of things, and he's got all the prosthetics on, and he's so hot, poor guy, gloves, so hot, and he's like literally sweating out of his eye hole, not crying, he's sweating out of the prosthetic eye hole. I'm gonna miss playing Jinx a lot. She's, you know, I've been doing this for years. God, I want to say like 5 or 6 years, possibly.
Has it been that long?
Well, they've been working on the show like 10 years. Yeah, because COVID 2019, what are we in, 24? I can't do math, but about 5 or 6 years. And anyway, I'm going to miss playing Jinx. But what I also will say is that this, I think, has been their plan to end after 2 seasons for a long time. And I would much rather than, I've seen season 2 and I've obviously read season 2, and it's so good. And I really feel like they're going out with a bang, and I would much rather them end when they feel it's ready and time to end, rather than making another season that is just going to disappoint fans, you know? Oh, so many. It's so sad now to be answering these questions knowing it's
I know, I don't think we're ready.
I'm certainly not ready. Sorry, my voice broke. I don't know, my favourite part. Oh, I just love how, yes, even though she kills people and is not necessarily like the hero of the show, she's got so many sweet qualities about her. She's childish and she's playful and she's silly and funny and God, she's unpredictable. And that's really fun. In a lot of ways, she does remind me of Lucy, actually. Obviously, they're so different. Lucy is just relentlessly optimistic, but they do have similar innocence about them, a similar childish quality about them. And I think I have that as myself, and I really like that, and I kind of always want to find that in my characters. Yeah, I also didn't expect people to respond to Jinx the way that they did. I mean, Jinx has really touched a lot of people, and it's so incredible to see, and that's why I love coming to Comic Cons and meeting people and hearing people's stories about how people have related to Jinx, or she's helped them in some way, and I think I don't know, why is it so much easier for us to empathise for other people than to empathise with ourselves? We all do it, we're all so hard on ourselves, and we blame ourselves for things that, you know, aren't our fault. And one of the things my therapist said to me that I love, and I go back to all the time, is you did the best you could with the tools you had at the time. And that could be anything. That could be, the tools could be the emotional intelligence you had when you were 6, or the level of vocabulary and understanding you had when you were 6. You just did the best you could in that moment. And I think that's all we can ever hope to. We're not perfect. We all make mistakes, and we all, you know, have our issues. And I think just being compassionate to ourselves is the most crucial thing. And I don't know why so many people respond to Jinx the way that they do. I wish that there was less trauma in the world for people to, you know, see so much of themselves in Jinx. Ooh, that's a good question. I feel like Rhiannon and Jinx would be a terrifying combination. I really don't know how that would go. They could be friends, or they could kill each other. I just don't know. It's like they're both slightly unpredictable. I mean, Rhiannon doesn't like bullies. I don't know. They've got quite a lot of similarities. I'm going to say they'd be friends. After a testy few...
They'd get there.
They'd get there. It might be a bumpy ride, but they'll get to the destination. Who else? You know who just would not get along is Jinx and Lucy at all. Lucy's whole golden rule thing does not vibe with Jinx, I feel.
Prepare when faced with a scene that asks for high energy or intense emotion, so like really going there.
That's a good question. I do this really weird thing. I like have to get my body going. Like I shake very aggressively, or I'll like hit myself gently to like wake up my body, jumping up and down. I look insane when I'm trying to get myself like hyped up for something. But it's the same as like going into a fight or going into something. Like you need to stretch before you do stunts. You need to do all, and I do that. I will never forget the first time I did a stunt and everyone was like, make sure you stretch. And I was like, I don't really stretch. You need to stretch. It hurts. Even because you're just doing the same like repetitive motion over and over again. Like you're gonna get whiplash, you're gonna hurt yourself. It's the same thing. Like if you're doing a high energy scene, especially something like Fallout, and there's a lot of like fighting and running. You feel like she's always running. Having grown up on sets and particularly always being really close with the crew, I think because I grew up on sets where there wasn't a lot of other kids my age, I just spent a lot of time observing and a lot of time making friends with the crew. And so I suppose anything I make, my primary concern is making it a safe set, making sure there's enough resources available for people. You know, our industry can be very, very unhealthy, and I would like to do my part in making that better. So that's the first thing: is look after your people, advocate for your people.
I want to ask you guys, first of all, who is the real villain in the whole series of Avatar? Because I've got my opinion, okay? Yeah, but I want to know who you reckon is the real villain in Avatar?
Ego. No, I'm just kidding. Sorry. We're getting existential.
Anybody that wronged James, maybe.
Yeah,
so technically it's you guys. It's you guys here.
These guys are the ones that are the villains because my cabbages have never been the same.
Terrorizing a small business.
Yes.
What were we thinking?
Hey, what is your thought? You said you think you know who the real villain is.
Yeah, it's you guys, Team Avatar.
Okay, why'd you say that?
Oh, wow.
The way you put this guy out of business throughout time.
Okay,
Show me.
Nice trying to earn a living, and you guys destroy his crop, he's stopped full of time.
He's trying to save the world, okay?
Yeah, and he's trying to earn a living and live life.
Make a living, right?
Come on.
The character of Suki was supposed to be for one episode, and because of everybody like you guys who loved her so much, the writers decided to write more episodes for her. So
She's
thank you. So I feel very, very lucky that I get to be a part of this universe.
And for me, again, I was only supposed to be in for one episode. I was doing, 3 parts there. I was the guard who does the cabinet, tosses the packages down. I didn't think it was going to occur. And then I saw the first season and I thought, oh my God, this is such a great show. And then they called me and they said, oh, Nickelodeon would like to see you again for Avatar. And I thought, oh my God, what am I going to play this time? Am I going to get to Ben? And they said, oh no, remember that cabbage guy that you were playing? Yeah, you're going to do that. And you're
Jet.
Oh yeah. Azula.
Oh, okay. Wow. I'd love to see that.
You have lots of rage in your heart from the cabbages, so you need to funnel it into.
I always thought it would be fun to play Sokka. Sokka's just such a fun character, but no one could ever top the performance of Jack DeSena. He was incredible as Sokka. It would not be the same without him. But being the comedic relief character and more than that as well, I think it would be a good time, and I know he enjoyed it. So. I guess I say that because it's like I'm kind of that age as well. I was the same age as Aang when I originally recorded for the series. So in my way, I want to see Aang what he's like at my age now, and what life was like. He had to be raising 3 children, saving the world. It couldn't be easy. Yeah,
I think seeing if I don't know what schooling or like getting into their like adult jobs or like bending, just do they have to train more? Tough apparently kind of ran the police academy. Like, how did we get there? And then I think watching Tough flirt. I want to know what that looks like. I really do. It's a theme. She wants to see Tough grow up a little bit. See how we've all grown up. But I would say for myself, people ask me that question a lot. What do you think happened with Suki and Saga? I said, well, my opinions I could give, but I really take it from you guys what you guys would like to see reflected back from the storyline. So
it's not always easy, but that's part of the journey too.
And the rest of us can't answer after that. Yeah, right. Okay. I think probably her Toph's fierce independence and probably stubbornness. Definitely very similar. I don't know if they cast me because they were looking for that or if she became more of it after they cast me, unsure.
My mother will tell you that it was only 50% acting and the rest is just me. So, yeah, the independence thing. I'm an only child of a single parent. Any only children of single parents here? Anyone? Yes? Okay. So you feel the vibes. Mom had to work a lot, and I was like, all right, we gotta get stuff done. So I definitely feel her on me just doing it, making it happen.
I would say Suki is someone who's of service, and I try to be that way in my life. I think I am in certain ways, you know, for my relationships and people who I love, and you know, and things around the community. And I similar to what Zach was saying, I'm like, she's a very stand-up person, and over the years, I really did not pay attention to people because you go, oh, this is just a part, or oh, but in the more recent years, having that reflection, again, it's like, wow, hopefully I have some of the same qualities as this character, but in human form. I mean, I'm lucky enough to have like 1 or 2 of them, right? So yeah.
Episode The Library. It's actually my favorite episode, and that, you know, it's right before things start to get really serious, and Toph kind of just joined, and so you get to see a lot of their humor, and it's also just a beautifully like crafted episode. Like the owl is terrifying and gorgeous. It's very interesting to watch. But I love The Library. That's that journey. I know, and so that journey is there's a lot that happens in that episode. That's true.
Secret tunnel.
There we go. I knew it was coming. Well done, well done. I think I love like seeing Aang's silly side as we're experiencing. Like the penguin sledding and the water skiing. I was in Unagi, I think. So like seeing Aang being a kid and like making time to have fun and be 112, but you know what I mean.
There it